Alright, this is going to be a somewhat brief video showing my new mob farm that I've set up since I got raided and the last one got destroyed. Which actually I'm kind of grateful for, since I got to build this new place, and building is what tech it's all about. So, as you can see down here at the bottom, I have HV solars. 2, 4, 6, and 8. And you can see that I have the HV solars going through conversions and going to Tesseracts. Now, honestly, I don't believe that all 8 of these HV solars are really necessary, but I have the HV solars to spare, and I want to make sure that this farm has plenty of juice. So the first thing is, let's turn this on and get it going. And give it a second here to get warmed up. And what should happen is, on the bottom, we should start to see magma slimes. Now, the reason I chose to put magma slimes down at the bottom is that for each magma slime generated, the first time it's killed, it spawns more mobs, which means for the cost of generating one mob, you get the essence from killing anywhere from 3 to, I believe, 5 mobs. So you're making a constant profit in mob essence, which allows you to do other things with your mob essence without having to wait, for example, cows to breed and mature naturally to generate mob essence without a cost. So at the bottom floor we have our mob essence generation system that spawns slimes and slaughters them. And quite quickly with this system, you have more magma cream than you will ever know what to do with, so I'm voiding it. In my previous system, I was recycling it, and I will be recycling it again once I've finished setting up the rest of my base. So if you fly up, you come to the next floor and you can see my tanks. And if we wait in a minute, we'll notice that the level of essence is rising, which means everything is working. So we're making mob essence and we have more magma cream than we know what to do with. Awesome. So over here I have another little room that I can get in and out of from the top here. Jump in and change out this safari net with any of these safari nets that I happen to have here. Right now I happen to have blazes in here because I need blaze rods to make extra dimensional barrel upgrades. So again, you flip this switch, wait for things to warm up, and any second now you will have blazes. Now, on top of energy Tesseracts, I'm also using item Tesseracts, and my item Tesseracts pump into this ME chest with all my mob drops and my enchanted books. Over here you can see that I have a chest with books and a filter, which I think I need to make sure the filter is set right. Let's see here. We only want to pull out one book at a time. So this filter pulls a book out of here, pipes it down into the enchanter. And the enchanter then gets an enchanted book pulled out into this item Tesseract. Goes right here into this chest. Turn that on. And I've got this set to pop a book about every 200 seconds. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put the first book in to get things going. So the 200 seconds is just a little bit more time than it actually takes to enchant a book. I think it gives it 20 or 30 seconds breathing room, and that's really just to make sure that I'm not taxing my mob essence, which I haven't had any problem with yet other than a glitch, which I will demonstrate later. So right now we have lava slime spawning, blazes spawning and being killed, and the loot from the blazes is going into this chest because, as I said, I need blaze rods right now. Now if I was to flip this switch, wait a moment for those blazes to die, and grab Enderman, just swap that guy out and flip the switch, give it time to warm up, and ender pearls will start to show up in this chest, which, as you can see, I have lots of ender pearls. Okay, so all that said and done, so we're generating mob essence, we're getting ender pearls, blaze rods and things, and we're getting enchanted books. Now, I don't really go out and kill a lot of monsters or do a lot of mining. I have machines, obviously, as you can see, to do that. So I found that I was having trouble using all these enchanted books to enchant things because I would use up my levels. So what I came up with to solve that problem was this portion of the machine up here, where I flip this lever on, and I come and sit here with my power tool and my rail gun, and wait for it to warm up, and I shoot ghasts, because they're pretty easy to kill, and they drop a fair amount of experience, and they also drop gas tiers and gunpowder, which, if you notice, you can see I have obsidian pipes set up with item tezzerets and energy tezzerets that suck up the tiers and the gunpowder instantly. And you can also see I'm having no trouble killing the ghasts with the power tool and the railgun. You can also note that I have the railgun turned all the way down so that I can serve power, and so that I don't get bounced around a lot while I'm doing this, because there's really no need for it. So in about 5 minutes of doing this, you can get enough XP to use about 3 enchanted books, which makes things a lot better for you, because you don't have to go out and mine coal to get XP, and you don't have to fight creepers or zombies or skeletons that shoot you from behind. You can just shoot these fish that are in this barrel and get all the XP that you need, plus gas tiers and gunpowder, which you can use to make more safari nets and TNT. And since you have all the gunpowder from the gas, you hopefully won't need to use UU matter to make your TNT. And since feedthebones.com is definitely a griefing raiding PvP server, I need all the gunpowder and TNT I can get. As a matter of fact, the Rainbow Slayer just became a player, so now he can be killed. It's a wonderful world. Wonderful, wonderful world. So, we've been generating all these mobs and shooting gas and enchanting books. So let's go have a look at our mob essence. So we just fly over, shoot that one, flip the lever, shoot that guy, pick up any leftover XP, And now you can see I'm level 71. I was level 70. It is actually much more efficient to gain levels and then enchant. But I've been pretty busy. So I didn't actually mark down how much mob essence we had. So I don't know if... Well, we're still gaining now, but I'm not sure if we were when I was running everything. Let's check on our book. So as you can see, the timer still has a fair way to go, and the book is almost done. So there's our book, Protection 3, and the timer is ticking around. So let's just go ahead and pull 10, 20, 30 seconds off this guy. About, just get it down to there. So that should be just about perfect timing. With just the tiniest little bit of room to breathe. And tick. And as you can see, enchanted book out, new book in. So you can see I'm using ender tanks to transport my mob essence around because it's a lot easier to build when you don't have to build around pipes and cables and everything. That's the whole reason I'm using all these tesseracts. I believe in total it took me a stack of unattuned tesseracts to do all this. So that's not cheap by any means, but if you can afford it, it gives you a lot of freedom in the building. So now what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can reproduce a bug. Now first, let's look here, and you can see that this is my backup set of tanks. Okay, they don't go and flow anywhere. This is blue. Whack it with a wrench, it turns orange, it flows. It doesn't flow. Now I have all these tanks, and as you can see, let's give this a second, I am gaining mob essence. So what we're gonna do is I need a chunk loader. Let's see if we can get a chunk loader here. We may not even have to get a chunk loader. Sometimes when I just fly up here and fly back, the glitch happens. But I'm not certain if it will. As you can see, it was going down. And now it started to go back up. But just to fully demonstrate the glitch, we'll put the chunk loader down here in the chunk loader spot, turn it down to one chunk. All of this is contained within one chunk. And as you can see, it is now chunk loaded. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Feed the Bones spawn for a couple of minutes. And this is Feed the Bones, ladies and gentlemen. And all our rules and notes and everything. And the shopping mall. That's right, no advertising, no spamming, no lava trolling, but you can nuke the crap out of people. Unfortunately, you cannot use frame ships to just totally demolish people. That would just be too easy, I guess. Some info about jobs, some basic townie info. Alright, so now let's go back and we'll check on our mob essence level to see if the glitch took place. Which I'm pretty sure it did. And I'm not sure it's a glitch. It may be intended by the developer of the Mine Factory Reloaded mod. But it's something to make note of, because you'll be like, what the heck happened? And you see, while we were gone, this whole thing here just got sucked up. So we do not want this. And unfortunately, whenever I'm using this guy, I need to be down here around it, or the mob essence will go away. So that's something to keep in mind. You don't want to be far away from this thing when you're using it. So if you're not going to use it, cut it off. Otherwise, all your mob essence will go bye-bye. Because the machines will run, they'll use mob essence, but they won't output any mob essence. And that concludes our video. I hope it was useful, and I hope to see you on feedthebones.com.